Very good evening, guys, and welcome back to this amazing venue at the El Olivar Palace in Marrakesh. We are playing the 2024 Ultimate Pool Moroccan Team Championships. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Already through to the last 16 is Team Shepherd. Jordan Shepherd, Chris Mellin and Ricky Jones, of course, already waiting. The only team through so far, as expected, I would guess. Our next match is Team Small Tiger up against Team Legends. Team Small Tiger, Osama Maskini, who plays out of the UK, and Moor Riyad, who's the #1 player in Morocco, and Scott Pope. And Team Legends made up of Ali Lamzal from Morocco, Mohammed Mitrezesib from Jordan, and Ahmed Faraj from Morocco. So here we go, it's a race to 5, 50 minutes on the match shot clock, as you can see. They will be playing under a shot clock as well, of course. 30 seconds, 1 extension each per rack, 3 players per team, and each player will play twice. They'll play each other. Whoever gets to the 5 mark will advance. It's single elimination. It's brutal here. There's no second chances in the teams. Feeling the heat already in the arena. Our referee racking the balls in the very, very snazzy two-sided triangle. It just allows the referees to just push the balls up nice and tight. Let's get plenty of purchase on the balls. There you see the setup, 2 reds at the front. There's the tick of the yellows through, 2 yellows at the back as well. And then just push the triangle away. The scene is set, the balls are racked. Here we go. Breaking off then. Rack #1, Team Small Tiger. Playing on the Rasson Apollo. Oh, unlucky scratch in the side. And what a break. Balls falling everywhere. Well, the only consolation is the yellows aren't too great. Red, of course, has its own problem with the one that doesn't pass by the 8 ball. Already down to 8 seconds. Oh, and this hasn't gone very nice. It's awkward queuing. Beautiful arena once again. The referee getting nice and close to the action, making sure there's no ball fouls. We're playing all ball fouls, of course. We're also playing the 3-point rule. Not that that came into effect on that first break. Unbelievable break. But look at this now to open up the Reds. Now, does he go for the bank here? That young man ruining the mistake. Or not the mistake so much as an unlucky kiss on the cue ball, sending it into the side pocket, which gave his opponent this chance. Has to be careful if he's going into the 8 ball here. Oh, he's missed it altogether. It was thin, but it wasn't that thin. And the only consolation for him there is the fact that he didn't open up the 8 ball, although it's possible to get on that. The red doesn't impede the position to the 8 ball. So it's just all about taking these yellows in the right order. Wants to get rid of the awkward one straight away with the ball in hand. Using his extension straight away. So both players have used their extension, going for the safety here behind the 8 ball. Yeah, wise shot there, opens up the awkward yellow. He can just get through to the outside of this red by the side pocket, but what good does it do him? Well, he went for a little bit of a hit and hope there, and well, how's that for luck? He'll be pleased with that. Another good safety shot. Oh, he's miscued. He was just trying to bend it around the yellow. So ball in hand again. Now then, earlier on, you remember, he did bring that awkward yellow off the rail. Is he straight enough on this just to draw back? Yes, he is. Draw back for the yellow into the same pocket. And a nice little stun over. Or maybe can just hold it for the yellow in the side. Yeah, I like that. And now can just drop this in. Has to make sure he leaves himself a slight angle. That kind of angle he's on now, but obviously a little bit closer to the 8 ball. But on that kind of trajectory, it would be absolutely perfect. There you see, played it with some right hand spin. He may have just gone a little bit too far. He would like to have just drawn. I think he can still just draw straight back, can he? He does seem to have just a slight angle going towards the rail. He's going forwards here. Oh, don't get into it too much. He has done. I'm really surprised he's played it that way. It was always the danger, wasn't it? Now, can he maybe bank it into the opposite corner, or does he just come off it thin and get a good safety in, not leave anything too easy for his opponent? La table 16. Team Brave, Team Rabia. Table 17. And it's going to be another safety shot. Desperately close to the scratch. Now, how does he play it? It's a little bit awkward, this, because he doesn't want to tie it up so much that he leaves an easy safety. Could end up hooked himself here, but remember, must strike a rail. A ball must strike a rail after he hits the 8 ball. Beautiful. Beautifully shining, brand new Aramith balls. It's all about the weight. I think he might be in a little bit of trouble once again though. Very, very interesting little situation this now. He needs to play it with enough pace to get the cue ball down here. Well, he's left a possibility of a cross corner bank on. Has to miss the double kiss and would love to create distance as well. Looks like he's just nestling up to it though. He has gone for it. Oh, it was a good effort, but he has got distance, and this is a nasty little shot down the rail, especially on these tighter pockets on these new Rasson Apollo. Big shot to take on. Big reward if you get it, and he has got it. What a great shot that was. So a fiercely contested first rack. And he's going to go to Team Legends. Race to 5, remember. And this has taken almost 9 minutes. Tough first rack. And Riyad, Morocco's #1, will be stepping up next against Mohamed Moutasabi. For those of you that may be new to Ultimate Pool, we did launch in the US just recently. It was played on different tables. It was played on the bar box tables, and it was played with normal American pool balls as well. This is different. This is the way it's played in Europe and Africa and in many, many countries around the world. This is how we grew up playing this game, with the small white. And the reason the white started out smaller was, well, it was simply because it needed to take a different route through the pool table to come out at the other end of the pool table. That's basically where it came from, and that's where they've stuck with it. It's just 1 7/8 inches. Whereas all the other balls, the reds and yellows, are 2 inches. Quite a bit of difference in weight as well. 96 grams for the white ball, as opposed to 118 grams for the reds and the yellows. So 2 yellows down. And I must say, apart from the one that's next to the 8 ball, they're all pretty much accessible. But then so are the reds. But of course, there's already 2 yellows down. Not that that makes any real difference to these players, because they want to take the best routes possible. Now, he's played an attacking shot there and it's gone wrong. And we say it time and time again. Whenever you're going into balls, you're never quite certain of where they're going to end up. And that was a little bit unlucky. action, guys, coming quick and fast, just like the ultimate pool format. Roll on, roll off. Oh, that is an absolute class shot. Beautiful, but once again, I think he may be okay. He can cut this yellow into the side, off the side rail. But again, it's going into a ball. It does already go past the red, but I don't think he can avoid it. Well, that's okay if it goes into this bottom corner, which I'm pretty sure it does, but he's slightly the wrong side of it. Cue ball going towards the red. So more work to do. Playing a bit of power into this. Oh, I must say I'm not sure about that shot. What did he have in mind? Oh, he's got the faintest of connections on it. But he can get through to the red, to the bottom right hand corner. Until then, it was looking as if it might be okay. QScore.com, guys. You can keep up to date with all the latest scores and the draw and who's still in and who's out. It is single elimination. Mentioned earlier on, Team Shepherd are on a bit of a rampage. They're rounding up the sheep and sending them to slaughter at the moment. 5-2 over Team Black Spot on this very table in their opening match. And it was a whitewash over Team Coldrick. And then another donut was served up to Team Space One, which has put them into the last 16 already. The first team through to the last 16. Chris Mellin, Ricky Jones and Captain Jordan Shepherd. Already through as well now, Team the Red Devils. Manchester United's nickname. And Team Small Tiger, just to give you the background on their name, that is Osama Maskini, that's his nickname. The Small Tiger plays out of the UK now. But this, a good reply, says Lucky on his back. All square at 1-1. Referee presses the button on the side of the Rasson Apollo. 36 tables we are using. We have 2 other rooms with 8 tables in each. That's 16, and the 20 that we have in here. 36 tables in use, all the same tables. There's the Smart Rack, the Ultimate Pool Black Edition. You don't get much better close-ups than that, guys. Loving the black gloves as well. I really do like them. It's a nice little touch that just finishes it off for me. And this absolutely smashing arena built by the elite scorer team. Eight ball going very, very close. And it's the only one that did go close. It's dry, like the Marrakesh desert. Some news for you. Tom Cousins, #1 in the world. His team were eliminated in round 1. It's brutal here. Single elimination, but lots more tournaments to come, guys, over the next 3 days. This is day 1 of 4. This is the teams event. $3,000 to the winner, $1,500 to the runner-up. Then we have the Ultimate Morocco Women's Tournament. There's a further 3,000 up for grabs in that one. And then the Ultimate Pool Cloth Plaza Pool Open, which is $7,000 first prize with a runner-up of 3. And in the main event, the Ultimate Pool, the UPA Open, 13 grand to the winner in that one, with 5 to the runner-up. On Sunday, we will crown all our champions and give out all the cash. We will be down to the quarter-final stage of this tournament by the end of tonight. 2 more matches to come after this one. Actually, maybe even 3. I beg your pardon. We are running slightly behind time, just because we were waiting for other results to come through from matches on outside tables. Hope you're enjoying all the free action brought to you by Ultimate Pool. And if you are watching in the Marrakesh area, get yourselves along, guys. The El Olivar Palace. Tricky little layout here on the yellows. Can drop short side though. It's gone straight up for that one. Would like to have been maybe just a little bit closer to it. Can spin the cue ball in round 2 rails. Changes his mind. You always have to have a plan B. If you just overrun the position on a certain ball which you had in your plan, you always got to remain a little bit flexible. Just ended up a little bit short, so changed the plan, but now has to come with a bigger shot. I think he's okay with queuing to the side of the 8 ball. Well, I'll say that he's jacking up, and that's caused him to miss it. And I'm pretty sure he was trying to go up the other side of the table as well, but problems for Team Red, i.e. the Legends. There's a great pool room called Legends in Pattaya in Thailand, recently reopened as the IQ Club, They held a big Chinese 8-ball tournament there just recently. I was lucky enough to commentate on it, and well, who knows, hopefully we can do the same with Ultimate Pool in Thailand. What about that, guys? Really is a fabulous game. This is. It's how we've all grown up playing this, or the majority of us. Oh, he's very, very lucky not to knock the 8-ball in there. Sure what happened there. They're just having a look at a replay. There's our head referee, Scott Price. Let's have a look at what he may be talking about here. Oh, I can't say I saw anything wrong there. Did you? Just so you know, guys, I don't have access to the chat today, but I will have tomorrow. We're going to have some fun tomorrow, I promise you. So get thinking of any questions you might have tomorrow. I'm going to be all over it. That's a beautiful little shot he's played there. Dinky little draw shot. Can just drop this in to the side pocket. And an unmissable 8-ball. The conversation continues. Not quite sure what it was about. See if I can find out a little bit later for you and bring you up to date. Anyway, the score stands 2-1 to Team Small Tiger. All three players have played. It's time for round 2 in this race to 5. Let's see if we have any more results to bring you guys. Well, we do. We have Team Room 88 are through as well to the last 16. So 3 teams through so far. Team Shepherd, Team Red Devils and Team Room 88. All the other matches are in progress. Back to this one then. Breaking off 2-1 down. And cue ball down as well. Another unlucky kiss. This time for this man's opponent. So first shot is ball behind the line. It's not ball in hand as such. After a scratch on the break. It's cue ball behind the line, and you must play a ball out of the kitchen. The clock counting down is replaced by the town logo, which we're all familiar with these days. Company, I think, are about 10 years old now. And undoubtedly make the best chalk in the world. not just for themselves, but some very prominent players and companies in the pool industry also. I remember having an interview with Gareth Potts recently, and he was talking about how his club, they don't ban other chalks, they just would rather they use Taum. And it really does save cloths. It, of course, prevents skids or kicks, whatever you want to call them, and weird bounces off of rails. Really has revolutionised the chalk industry, Taum. Intricate little positional shot there. Having to drop this in dead weight and had to play it into the left hand side of that side pocket as well. Now, has he just got to spin this in with a bit of right hand side, or is he going to play it? Is he playing it off of the 8 ball? He tried to play it off the 8 and missed the 8 completely. Can't believe it. I know how you feel. We've all been there. It was always going to be the awkward shot though for him. Needs to play this to the top left and maybe just hold the cue ball there, leave himself more or less straight in, just draw back fractionally, a couple of inches. Maybe just slightly more than he would have wanted. Does he risk playing into the 10 here? Sorry, the 8 ball, I'm very sorry. The 8 ball, what am I talking about? I've commentated on too much rotation, guys, that's the problem. Apologies. Slap on the wrist for Mark White. It won't be the first, it won't be the last. Was desperately unlucky in the first rack. Ooh, wobbles it in. Apologies for the freeze, guys. Welcome back, guys. Apologies for the interruption. We are, of course, always at the hands of technology. Sometimes it lets us down. We are playing on the Apollo Rasson tables. Going back to 1969, I was watching the Gods of Snooker the other night, and on the same date that the Americans landed on the moon, July, I think it was 21st, 1969, the first ever pot black went out. And they landed on the moon with the technology that basically a smartphone has these days. Absolutely incredible. But, of course, sometimes it lets us down. It wasn't as drastic as a moon landing going wrong, of course. You just missed out on seeing Team Small Tiger move one step closer to the 5 they need. Oh, what a great shot he's played there. Got so much reaction on the cue ball. Really awkward. And the bridging wasn't easy between the 8 and the yellow either. Now, can he bounce off the side rail, or does he just draw straight up? Just draws straight up. There's that little white, making the draw shot that much easier. And Small Tigers beginning to roar. A lovely little bump there. The striped Tigers pot the striped 8 and arrive at the hill 4-1 against Team Legends. Now Team Tordy up against the Killers. On the hill, you may have seen them earlier on this table. Team MMA are 4-2 up on the hill against Team La Boule. Also on the hill, Team Gillespie up against Team Jerome, 4-0 on that one. Team Marion 4-1 up on Team Ben Sauda. All these latest scores. Team Les Bulls are 3 up on Team Ampiano. Breaking, trying to stay in this match and the tournament. In goes the 8 ball. It will be respotted. Yeah, it's a good break. I don't know why his opponents got out. It does count as a ball down. The break is certainly legal. 8 balls. 9 including the 8 ball that went down. Oh, I'm not sure what's going on here. But our head referee is on hand. It does count as a ball down. Well, where's our head referee? He's just at the side. That's definitely a foul. is ball in hand. Anywhere on the table, one shot. A chance to get back in this match now for Team Legends. Nice little carom onto the 8-ball. Now I've had lots of messages about where's Caesar, where's the Scorpion? He is here. He was playing again at 7 p.m. and actually I'm just looking out to my left, and in his pale blue, kind of like a Manchester City kind of blue, sky blue, he is there with his teammates. Can't quite see the table number, but he is in action, and I don't know what his team are called, so I can't give you a latest score, guys, I'm afraid. But the Scorpion is in action. Caesar Chandiga from Uganda. Well, the referee is being tested here in this match. There's our head referee just checking. That's Scott Price. Just checking to see if he had actually hit the cue ball before the final buzzer went off. It's all happening in this match, guys, isn't it? Referee just waiting for the decision. We have got a replay for him to have a look at. There's our technical guy. He's not only in charge of the scoreboards, he actually helped to build this arena, that guy there in the green shirt, you can see. He's from Elite Scorer. They have stopped the main match clock. Oh, now we've gone back to 0-0. Day one. There's always a few gremlins around on day one, isn't there? Now let me give you a little bit of a commentary then on Caesar, who's at the table. He's in the balls, and I think he's on the 8-ball now. There's an 8-ball into the side. And he makes it. The Scorpion with a sting in his tail. And it looks like they've won the match. Caesar's team are through. I'm not sure of their name, guys, but Caesar is through with his two teammates. Well, I think if we can get him on this stream table, we could break the internet again. Obvious problem is the 8-ball. But if you can leave, not anymore. I was going to say either go into it or leave it. Leave that red until last. He took a chance and it's paid off. What a great shot he's played there. Played that a little bit nonchalantly. He's overcut this by a long way. just looked a little bit uneasy on his last couple of shots. Needs to play short side on that yellow. Needs to come. Oh, he needs a nudge. Hasn't got there. Now what? Missed the ball as well. I wonder, like me, did he take his eye off the ball? Because I certainly thought that yellow was in. I was looking to see where the cue ball went, and it wouldn't surprise me if that's exactly why he missed it. Took his eye off it. Oh, so unlucky. Could have made the yellow, and it knocks the white in instead. Desperately unlucky. A chance again to close out the match. Now just hold the cue ball or leave yourself a decent angle on the other red in the kitchen. Yeah, I like that. Hold it there, guaranteed to have the right angle. Now just stroke this in and the match is yours. Needs it to travel. The Strachan superfine cloth doing its job. Really is a glorious cloth. And finally gets over the line. Team Small Tiger are roaring on. Unfortunately, Team Legends, your time is up. Our time is up. Also, guys, we're back with our next match very, very soon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mark White with Ultimate Pool Morocco. Back with our next one very, very soon. Ta-da.